So this is a video about heat protectants meant for textured hair, for smoothing and curling, not for like straightening, but to smooth and then curl textured hair. Texture meaning anywhere from very wavy to very curly slash coily. So if you know the hair texture numbers, anywhere from like type 2C to 4C. So 2C is more like finer, thinner hair that's got some wave to it, and then 4C is like more coarse type hair that is very, very tight curl or like zigzag curl or coily. Kind of like you took a piece of hair, wrapped it around a pencil, like that tight, like very tight curly hair. Those types of textures normally take more product to smooth and curl or flat iron, because you want something to protect the hair against heat and damage when you blow dry, such as like a serum or a cream. And then you also afterwards, before you use a curling iron or a flat iron to curl, or like a hot stove, utensils like that, you want something like a spritz or a spray to help protect against that heat. So a few of my favorites that we use in the salon, and this is just a few. There is so many products on the market meant for that hair type. I don't know them all. I highly doubt anyone does. These are just the products that we use and that I use in the salon. So my first favorite, let's see, the one I use the most that I've mentioned before is, this one's meant for more of the loose wave to medium wave, loose curl type, because it's not that heavy, is the Rusk Thermal Serum. I like this before you blow dry. So you put maybe 2 drops in your hands, rub your hands together, and put it in each section of your hair. So normally you do like 3 or 4 sections. So you do like a drop or 2 for your hair. And then you blow dry with a smoothing brush. I like the wet brush. I can't think of the name of it, but it's a paddle brush, meaning it's flat on the back. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. I'll be right back. Hold on. Bear with me. I just used it, so there's hair in it. So my favorite brush for that is the wet brush. I don't know what one this one's called, but it's a flat paddle brush, meaning there's no vents in the back. It's cushioned, but it's half boar's hair, half bristles. So I hope you can see that. There's hair in it, so I apologize. So there's boar's hair and bristles in there, and the boar's hair is meant to grip the hair to smooth it better when you blow dry. If you have a vent brush, which means if there's holes in the, like all the way through the back part, that's not gonna get you very smooth if you have wavy or curly hair. You need something that is solid, that's cushioned, and has boar's hair, because it's really gonna grab it and smooth it out. And wet brushes don't necessarily pull on your hair. They're actually very comfortable. So this is my favorite for blow drying. They also do make round brushes that are half boar's hair, half bristle. I don't necessarily like the full bore hair bristle round brushes. To me, those don't really grab enough hair. I like the ones that are combination boar's hair and bristle, because it's gonna grab your hair and smooth it better. So I like this for more wavy to loose curl, because it's not that heavy. And this is just a blow dry. So the next product that's basically the same thing, but it's even heavier, is the Chi Shine or Silk Infusion Silk Reconstructing Complex. This is an oil. It's very heavy, and it does have heat protection in it. And I like this for more tightly wave or the coily tight curls. This is really good for that. And again, use this type of brush to blow dry. To use these to blow dry. Then after you blow, going ahead of myself. And And then for all textures of hair, this cream is really good. It's the Sexy Hair Prep Me. And this is a cream, so it's not as heavy as a serum, but it does help smooth pretty much all textures. I don't think it's the greatest for like 4C or even 4B or 4A type hair. That might be a little bit too, this might not be heavy enough to smooth that out, but this is another good heat protectant to blow dry with. And then another one to use, you use these two together. These are meant for like very textured hair. So anywhere from 3A to 4C, even if it goes beyond 4C, like very kinky, coily, curly textured hair, these two are best for that. This is the Mizani Press Agent. It's the thermal smoothing, the cream, and the styling serum. These two are meant to be used together. You use a couple squirts of this and a couple pumps of this. And then you section your hair in 3 or 4 sections, put them in your hair together, and then you blow dry with this using the combination brush. These are amazing for very textured hair. I love Mizani for that type of hair. And they smell good too. And they're all humidity resistant. Again, this is meant for blow drying to smooth. Okay, so after you get your hair blown dry, smooth, and you're ready to either flat iron or use a curling iron or any kind of iron to finish your style, I like a spritz. A spritz is a heat protectant that has a pump spray. It's a wet, it's not aerosol. These are best for that type of hair because they need more weight and more control, I guess. That might not be the right thing to say. Anyways, it has more weight to it, so it's going to smooth better and help control frizz and flyaways better. So this is the Style Sexy Hair 450 degree headset. So this is for really high heat for textured hair before you flat iron or curl and iron. You spray this in, again, you section your hair, 3 or 4 sections, spray it down your hair, and then make sure you brush really good through. Never just spray and then style because it's not gonna get everywhere. You have to brush through in order to get an even smoothness. So that's a good one. And then another one that I absolutely love is the Mizani Heat Screen. This one is meant for all textures too, but more meant for the 3A to 4C type hair. So like the really hard to straighten or curl hair that you need more control for. This is really good. And this also protects up to 450. And then there is one aerosol that I like for after you blow dry to curl or straighten with on textured hair. It's the Sexy Hair Protect Me aerosol spray. I normally don't like aerosols for textured hair because it's not heavy enough, but this one is. This one has more weight to it, so it's going to help straighten and smooth your hair better if you have textured hair. I can't say that enough. These are not meant for fine hair. They're too heavy. If you have fine hair, they'll weigh your hair down too much and they could potentially make your hair greasy. So these are for textured hair only, in my opinion. What else was I gonna say? Oh, and so for textured hair, you actually can use, depending on if your hair is fine versus coarse, if it's more towards the coarse spectrum, you can actually use a little bit higher heat, to help smooth the hair. If it's not high enough, you're not gonna get enough smoothing. So you can use safely up to 450. But if you use between 425 and 450, that is meant for the like 4B, 4C hair. Sometimes you don't even want it that high. It just depends on the actual, if you have coarse hair. If it's not that coarse, you want to keep it between 350 and 400. I don't like telling people to use high heat, but if you have really a lot of texture and your hair is coarse, you need higher heat. If it's more textured fine, keep it to 350, maybe 375. And if you don't have a heat temperature on your flat iron or curling iron, get rid of it, because you have no idea how hot it gets. It's probably going to get too hot. You might ruin your hair. I just don't like flat irons, curling irons, or any tools that don't have heat protection. A heat dial. Make sure you get a heat dial. I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm not really sure. If you do a lot of heat styling and you have textured hair, they do make shampoos and conditioners for that too. Like Chi has a really good shampoo and conditioner for heat styling if you do that a lot. It's very moisturizing. I think Joico has one too. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, Chi is a great line all around for textured hair, and so is Mizani. I love Mizani for textured hair. I think that's all I have to say for that. I hope this helps you guys out if you have textured hair. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask.